Okay, so this is a fast one. So, for pile one, what do you need to know right now and to I don't know, work on, concentrate on right now? Honestly, I'm filming this because these things make me feel at least productive, like fulfilled. If that's how I can help y'all, I'm gonna help y'all, if you know what I mean. Anyways, um. Yeah, a rabbit and a bat cards flipped out. And I'm not going to concentrate on the direct meanings that were in the book. I'm just gonna say that here I feel that there's something connected to anxieties with the rabbit. You are troubled, or more so you are very um not uptight, but you are something caught your attention in a nervous way. There's some nervousness, attention to it, attention span that is jumpy or something. With the bat, you are hiding somewhere. It's something dealing with the work. You're hiding somewhere. Um, Usually this card is about rebirth and death and rebirth of something, an idea, phase in life, whatever, but I don't feel it here. It's not this way here. This is really about you hiding somewhere in the dark at work or wherever, thinking that you will hide yourself and it will be for good, but it's just led by your anxiety. You think that it's for good, but it's just made up in your head. And so yeah, you should really just navigate in the dark, because it's like a bat navigates in the dark, so you don't need to be led by your anxieties, because it doesn't doesn't really give you any prosperity in this situation. Mm, yeah, it's just it's useless to be hiding. That's what it basically says, because the troubles and anxiety is only something that you think there is, but it is not in reality there. All right. Mm, yeah, meditation recommended, or peaceful hours by yourself, listening to something relaxing, maybe ASMR. Um, Feeling the fresh air, okay? Some of you really would benefit fresh air here, because I feel almost like your skin is drying. So get into fresh air. Yeah. Fresh air in your own space where nobody is getting to you. Just relaxing. This is super beneficial right now for you. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. Okay, so another short one for pile number two. Whomever chose this pile, I want to say that there is something dealing with high wisdom, some very important knowledge over here, and I want to say that it benefits to your growth and to your fluttering and changing with this transformational card of a butterfly. And I want to say that um I feel that this pile is going through this on their own, they're alone in this. And I want to say be careful with this, where you get the knowledge from, because actually, in fact, nobody from the social circles you are in, likely, nobody can actually suggest anything about this case to you. It will be unproductive. I almost want to suggest that when you look through resources, there will be something signaling in your brain, yes, in your head, like a tiny little light sparking, you might feel it even, and that could be the resource that you need to pay attention to, because most of the resources are very dull and they're not connected to the case, and you won't find it, you won't find the actual solution to the change anywhere. I don't know what you're dealing with, but I'm really sorry about this. Yeah, you won't really find it anywhere, unless you really try to search deeply, you go into this deeply, and you pay attention to your headspace reactions, your brain reactions. And I'm not talking about the tension or anxiety or like when the head is troubled and it starts hurting. No, I'm talking about this little subtle feeling, like little feeling that reminds me of this little circle, but it's like a little tiny, tiny light bulb, like popping. And that's when you know that's the right information. It will be like a sensation, like a feeling, but not like something painful in your head. When it's painful in your head, or where you feel like you are starting to have the tension, it means it's anxiety. It means these are troubles. It means that this is not the way how to reach productive information, and you need to unwind. You need to release the information grasp, because I think that you can. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, like the snake on this egg. Also drawn like this. Yeah, you can be very tied onto information, and when you're tied onto information and the large spectrum of it, you can actually feel like your mind gets very tense and you get very tired, or like your head starts to hurt. And I want to say this is not the feeling I'm talking about. And when you feel this way, when you feel troubled, you feel anxiety, when you start to feel your head being tense, you need to release the information. Just go unwind. Breathe a few times deeply. Release the information. Relieve yourself. And then come back when you are in a more calm mind state. And why I say more calm, because the process ain't easy anyways, and we can't be perfectly calm. It's not something that's also productive or beneficial to go forwards to. So like, yeah, dealing with the information, this type of wisdom, nobody can really tell you anything to do, like what's the right thing to do. I only see maybe like one super close friend telling you something very little that can benefit the situation, but only like 2% out of everything they say, because they don't know how to deal with this. Okay, that's what I get. Be careful with the information you read, or the information, especially if you ask other people, because it's some rare type of knowledge you're dealing with if you chose this pile 2. For some others, there will be some transformation at work. But mostly I see someone really dealing with this type of very wise, very unusual type of information. And I want to warn, be careful who you listen to, because it can lead to very unproductive results. Yeah. Okay, I'll be completely honest. When I got this pile, those who chose pile 3, I just want to say to you, first reaction of mine when I looked at this was that I felt something down my throat. I kind of felt such tension in my gut, like in my, sorry for non-English speakers. I'll explain to you, and like I try to explain detailed for non-English speakers too. You know, my native language is not English, so also I try to explain. And yeah, I want to say that in gut area, aka like the stomach area, like when you are anxious or troubled or super nervous, you feel like you're gonna vomit. This is what I felt when I looked at this. And you know what I want to say? First, in my first instinct that I got about this is something like family affairs, aka something to deal with the family, entangled in family. Like something is connected to family here, and almost like they try to web the do this for you. Like they don't let they don't let you to choose for yourself how you want to web your create your web. You're the spider, but your family trying to do this for you, and it leaves you entrapped, like entrapped in some sort of family deal. Uh, yeah, I also feel like there's some sense of being lost because of this. Like, some of you might be thinking, like, oh my god, like, what am I doing? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, this powering down on you, like, this dark rain situation, it leads you to feeling mm, lost and like, how to? How am I going to? Some of you really let your parents dictate whatever to do with your life, and I just want to say that, well, shit, that's some entrapment over here. You're trapped. They don't let you web the web you want as a spider, and the spider is the master, not someone else, right? Spider makes the web, not someone else. Hmm. I actually want to pull a card of advice for this. I feel like there's something light to the situation, like light out of the dark tunnel almost. And I want to pull a card to give you advice. Okay? So let's go back, and I got some card of advice over here. That's Scorpion for you, and other cards here. There was a phoenix on the back of the deck, and behind it was Swan. Why I picked all of these? Because heck, I felt like I need to pick all of these, so I'm gonna just tell you what's going on here. Your advice is there has probably why you feel so entangled, why, okay, not feeling entangled, why you allow yourself to be so entangled and trapped by the family stuff here, okay? What they dictate you to do with your life, how they create your web, and not you. They don't let you to create the web. They think they're gonna create the web for you, okay? And how to deal with this is um, there could be that you're entrapped in some situation from your past dealing with your family that has to deal with your family. There is some trauma that basically creates this web, and you feel like this entrapment is also bringing you some sort of, I don't know, like joy or fulfillment, or like making you feel normal, making you feel like, yeah, things are how they're supposed to be. But it's like basically, in short, that's the traumatic experience trying to rewire your brain and tell you that it's normal. Well, it's actually not. We're just, keyword, we got used to it. And if we didn't have it, we would understand that it's not okay. You know, we would understand that in different way. Our body would not react this way to this because it would understand that it's not okay. It's not normal. Because it's our web. It's not their web. Okay? And the advice here is connected to that. Some traumatic issue that you can resolve by understanding that traumatic issue and basically just facing it and being like, hey, no, you know what? Yeah, that's my trauma, but like, I'm not going to let you all step over me because this is kind of stepping over me, creating the web for me. But shit, I'm the spider, bruh. I'm the spider. And I create my web, not you all. Even if like they're our family, like, yeah, sure, we love our family, but like, we're the creators of our own web. You are the creator of your damn web, yes. Okay? Oh my gosh, and yes, and with that, you will step into your fiery self, back into your passion, into more trust for yourself, rewiring yourself, understanding that shit, that's just trauma. That's not me, that's not how I operate in life, that's not what I want in life. Because that's me. That's how I am. I am fiery about things that I want, not what others tell me to. How to wire my whole life, or wire based on some traumatic experiences where we get scared. No. It's like, no. We work through this. We get through this to the thing, and we understand that this is actually us. The trustworthy, passionate, okay? And we can deal with our problems, because, like, Phoenix card, again. I just saw 7-7, if you believe these things. Anyways, I just saw Phoenix. Oh, sorry. Fuck. I just saw a Phoenix. I swear, if I saw a Phoenix, that would not be my voice right now. It would be different. I just saw a Phoenix. I'm sorry. Oh, this pile is very long. I guess you really needed this. Um, so this Phoenix card means rebirth. That literally, with facing that situation, facing that you can regain the trust in yourself and the passion in yourself by facing that trauma, and that it's not you, it's your trauma, it's something that happened to you, but it's not you, okay? And then you take action. You are reborn from these flames. You're like, yeah, this is the new me, basically. That's how I want to be, that's how I am. But also, you keep the grace, you keep the intuition. I believe you could be very intuitive, actually, by your nature, but something might be suppressing it. So yeah, it's like you have this grace, you have this intuition, you have this acknowledgement. You need to use it, okay? Because you are strong enough with this card of Scorpion and the Phoenix. Like, these are big energies here. You are strong enough to change this. Yeah. And keep your grace, your intuition, your soft side. Yeah, it's almost like, yeah, just trust your intuition too. It's very important in both acknowledging our sides, what we want, our values, and how to take action. Yeah. Well, that's basically it for pile number 3. Okay. Yeah, good luck. Oh wow, pile 4, you get the same cards as pile 1 had, I believe, or pile 2. Either 1 or 2. The same ones, literally same ones, but there's a slight difference. I feel like this is something that goes on in your, more so, like your inner self, your subconscious perhaps, if I might. And you know this, like you know something very strongly, you have strong acknowledgement of something. But you are kind of like fluttering around with this butterfly. I'm sorry. With this butterfly. Fuck me, seriously, my language tonight. Sorry. You're fluttering around with this butterfly. And it's like you were kind of like, like you don't really know where to. I don't know what's your problem, actually. Honestly, I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound rude, but like, I don't know what's your problem. Uh, it's almost like in your headspace, in your head, you're kind of what to do? Well, like, trying to. I don't know what. I, I don't know what that is. Like, what's your problem? What's your trouble? Like, you know something. You know this so deeply. Literally, it's like almost. I kind of see this like all within you. You really have reached some sort of acknowledgement. You really know this. But at the same time, on surface level, you're like, ah, shit. And I'm like, shit, what? What? I don't know. I don't understand. Like, I don't see a problem. Maybe it's in your head. Okay, yeah, I kind of see this. Yeah, it's like you think these understandings uh, in your thoughts that you think create a problem are big and serious, while if I might say, from the side of like sensing these things in comparison, evaluating and comparing to this, these problems are like, I'm sorry, like nothing. They're like surface, super surface level. They're like just in your head, in your thoughts. This is so important. This is something that's within your knowledge of it. It's super important. Well, these thoughts that you have, maybe that are troubling you, some anxiety, I don't know, like some thoughts. Maybe your beliefs that you have, that you think are a problem connecting to this, to resolve something. You think this is so big, these thoughts, these beliefs. Well, in reality, if you were even to ask somebody else, not just like me, if some you were asked to, I don't know, 5 other people who see in depth or like who think super deeply about things, not just surface level, like oh, cash money, or like I don't know, like some bling bling stuff, and I'm sorry, okay, or like yeah, nice food, yeah, yeah, fuck. These wouldn't be big issues. They will be like for them, for someone who thinks super deeply or like senses things in life deeply. This would be like nothing comparing to this. This knowledge or like whatever your inner feeling self tells you. This is so much more important, and this is literal enlightenment for you, for your whole freaking life. Well, this is just keeping you apart from whatever that is, I don't know. Accomplishment, something. It's making you flutter. Well, it's actually, I will tell you, it's nothing. These thoughts that you have that trouble you about your beliefs or like understandings, I'm sorry, I don't mean to devalue anyone, but they're like in comparison to these, what it could give you. This is nothing. I'm sorry if I made someone angry, but like this is just the truth. And why to be angry if this is also within you? These two parts are within you. But this is so surface level, so little, so it just leaves you troubled. It troubles your brain, it troubles your life. It's just like what? Why would you concentrate on this? Let this thing to rule your life. This super knowledge, this inner feeling, this something that you've gained is so freaking important. It's amazing. If you believe the numbers stuff and like synchronicities. I just saw 66 on my phone. This is so like this is huge and this is nothing. That's all that's saying basically to me. If you want, I can pull some advice. But I don't think that's needed. It's basically like, this is the shit. Yes. And this is just making you like, you know. We don't want to be like, like, why would we let ourselves be so, I don't know, troubled, anxious, whatever, that makes us feel this way, these thoughts and whatever. It's so useless and unproductive. This is the shit. That's all. Yeah. Hawk on the back of the deck. With this hawk on the back of the deck, I actually think you might have strategic vision. Like, you might see things in larger perspective, but I think you are way too calculated sometimes. You'll calculate too much, and it brings your attention to detail to the extent where you get anxious, and then you start to flutter all around in your thoughts. That's a minus. That's when you need to disconnect from your thoughts into your inner self, into your what you feel, your senses, your inner senses, not your thoughts. It's like shut down your thoughts, feel, and then when you return, you can get to the larger perspective as the hawk, because hawk is not thinking in anxious thoughts, okay? Hawk is an intuitive animal. Animals have great freaking intuition. They kept it because they live in these biological environments where they have to survive. Hawk has extremely amazing senses. And so, in order to incorporate these senses, you just have to let go of these troubling thoughts, beliefs, whatever, that keeps you from reaching this freaking amazing vision of larger perspectives, the true strategy. Okay? If you want to strategize, do it like Hawk. Okay? Don't do it like a fluttering butterfly. Anxiety, like, No, no. You have the inner knowledge, inner some sort of inner feeling or wisdom. So yeah, just do it like a freaking hawk. Yes. Literally. 9-9 when I said it on the clock. Okay, anyways, I think this was enough advice and like just enough of me, honestly. I'm sorry if I was rude or anything. Yeah. Yo, be the hawk. Okay, good luck.